Present Counsel Cahill.
Present.
Present Counsel Capano. Absent Counsel Calucci. Absent Counsel Creighton.
Present.
Present Counsel Seer.
Present.
Present Counsel Ford.
Present.
Present Counsel Lozey.
Present.
Present Counsel Net.
Present.
Present Counsel Phelan.
Present.
Present Counsel Trahan.
Present.
Present. 9 present.
Before we rise for a moment of silence, I just want to state that Council Calucci had a medical emergency immediately before the meeting and is unable to be here, and Council Capano was celebrating his 30th wedding anniversary. So with that, if we could rise for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have no communications, public hearing. The public hearing relative to a very dilapidated and dangerous building or other structure located at 8 Beacon Place as authorized by Mass General Laws, Chapter 139, Section 1.
I'd like to open the public hearing for anybody wishing to speak in favor. Anybody wishing to speak in favor? Anybody in favor? Seeing no one wishing to speak in favor, close the public hearing for all those in favor. Open the public hearing for anybody in opposition. Anybody wishing to speak in opposition? Anybody in opposition? Seeing no one wishing to speak in opposition, close the public hearing for all those in opposition. Close the public hearing. Councilor Trahan.
Thank you, Councilor Phelan. I've had numerous discussions with Councilor Calucci over this property. I know he's had even back and forth with them for a couple of years now, so I'd just like to stand in for him and make a motion to demolish.
Second.
Motion to approve demolition and seconded discussion. Councilor Ford.
I just want to thank Inspectional Services. I recently had 41 Rollins Ave as a disgrace, and I just got updated by Danny Dean that in negotiations they're going to be cleaning tomorrow, and so I won't have to go that route. It's my understanding, and I just want to thank Inspectional Services for their work.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Cahill?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Capano. Absent Counsel Calucci. Absent Counsel Creighton.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Seer.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Ford.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Lozey.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Phelan.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Trahan.
Yes.
Yes. 9 yes. Second public hearing is petition of National Grid Palmer Graphic permission to install approximately 1,200 feet of gas main beginning at the intersection of Blossom Street and Summer Street, heading northeast on Summer Street to Tremont Street, northeast on Tremont to Pleasant Street, and northwest on Pleasant Street to 35 Pleasant Street to service St. Mary's High School.
Open the public hearing for anybody wishing to speak in favor. Anybody wishing to speak in favor?
National Grid, what I believe to install gas main. I get Blossom Street at Summer, go down Summer Street to Tremont, to Pleasant Street to feed the St. Mary's School gas main.
Thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak in favor? Anybody in favor? Seeing no one else wishing to speak in favor, close the public hearing for all those in favor. Open the public hearing for anybody in opposition. Anybody wish to speak in opposition? Anybody in opposition? Seeing no one wish to speak in opposition, close the public hearing for all those in opposition. Close the public hearing. Councilor Craig.
Mr. President, through each of the members, I'd like to make a motion to approve, but also include emergency on this, just trying to get done as quickly as possible. It's something that St. Mary's has been waiting for quite some time, so.
Second that motion.
Make a motion to approve. Discussion. Roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Cahill?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Capano? Absent Counsel Calucci. Absent Counsel Creighton.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Seer.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Ford.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Lozey.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Phelan.
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Trahan.
Yes.
Yes. 9 yes.
And on the emergency.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Cahill?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Capano? Absent Counsel Calucci? Absent Counsel Creighton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Seer?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Ford?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Lozey?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Phelan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Trahan?
Yes.
Yes. 9 yes. There is no public hearings to be set down, unfinished business, ordinance committee meeting laid over from May 14th. The ordinance amending the ordinance establishing a dog park in the city of Lynn and regulating the use of said dog park. I need a roll call.
Council Seer.
Make a motion to approve, it was unanimous by committee.
Motion made, do I hear a second?
Second.
Discussion, roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Cahill?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Capano? Absent Counsel Calucci? Absent Counsel Creighton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Seer?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Ford?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Lozey?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Phelan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Trahan?
Yes.
Yes. 9 yes. Committee reports. Ordinance Committee lays over to June 11th. Public Safety Committee, there was no vote taken.
Excuse me, Mr. President, one thing on public safety.
Yes, thank you for yielding the floor. Mr. President, I'd like to suspend the rules to allow a representative from Girls Incorporated to come and give a synopsis on the presentation that was given at the public safety.
Put that in the form of motion to suspend the rules by Council Lozey, seconded by Council Cahill. All those in favor? Opposed?
Thank you, Council. I'm not with Girls Inc. The youth had to go home, they were starving, they had a very long day, and their advisor was their ride, so you stuck with me, I'm not as dazzling as the young people. Just to speak about what the young people are here to talk about, it was some issues around the tobacco pricing, packaging, and availability, the accessibility to the youth of the city of Lynn. I left a package in front of all of the councilors, and those in committee had one. I'll just briefly go over what's in the package. One is the PowerPoint. I hope you do get a chance to look at it. It speaks about the 84 chapter, which the youth are a part of, represents the 84% of young people who choose not to use tobacco products. The emerging of OTPs, which is other tobacco products, those are not the cigarettes, but everything else. They're very inexpensive and appealing to youth. There's a picture here that really speaks to the marketing tactics of the industry to attract young people. It looks like candy, and within this picture, there are 16 tobacco products or other tobacco products which aren't cigarettes. In addition, the youth did a great job with a mapping project, and it looks like this, and this was to map the retailers, the number of tobacco retailers in the city of Lynn. This, to give the youth a lot of kudos, they presented at the State Health Care Committee, because the density in Lynn of tobacco retailers is 41% higher than it is in the state. And the mapping project really demonstrates that that is on the Western Ave end and in the highly rural, not rural, minority populations, the most densely populated areas in the city. Also, they were interested in informing the council that they are in support of a pharmacy ban, and the sheet here just summarizes where there are pharmacy bans within the state. And something that the youth left out that I want to point out, which is a good thing in the city, is we have an unusual amount of independent pharmacies in the city of Lynn. There are 19, which is very unusual, but also something to be proud of because they're all running and operating effectively, and none of the independents in the city have chosen to also maintain a tobacco permit. So when the Board of Health moves forward with a pharmacy ban, it will only be affecting the big box stores, and their philosophies, as the youth read, are to care for the health of the people who come in there. So that's just a wrap up of what they presented. And one of the youth, also just again to give a kudos, Caroline, who was one of the two young people. She was awarded a leadership award by the 84 chapters at the State House at Kickbucks Day, and she was lucky enough to also be given an award signed by Representative Walsh, Fennell, and Senator McGee, and it was a lovely, lovely event and opportunity for her to be recognized for all her hard work. So that's it. We hope that if there's questions, you can contact me. I'm Joyce Redford. I represent the city of Lynn. I'm also lucky enough to be housed here in the clinic and 14 other communities, and we're moving forward with regulations. The Board of Health currently is looking at the pharmacy ban and regulating the e-cigarettes, which are currently not FDA approved. So we're just saying regulate them, that if you want to buy them, you have to be 18 or older. And then two other pieces that we're hoping to move forward with are regarding the pricing and packaging of those OTPs to make them less accessible to young people, and eventually getting to a cap in the city. That's my hope, since there are just so many retailers with so little restrictions in terms of who is allowed to have them. So that's their presentation, and thank you for hearing me out tonight. Thank you very much.
Joyce, if you can, and I think I can speak for the entire council, that you've been a true leader on this issue for the youth of the city for a long time, and you really are a difference maker, and the city of Lynn is proud to have you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm proud to be a resident and a representative of the city.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
License?
Councilor Kate.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey. I'd like to offer my thanks to Councilor Barton, Councilor Lozey, and yourself on this issue. And we just wanted to give a special thanks to the young girl presenters who did a fantastic job at the subcommittee meeting. I wish more folks would be able to see it. Actually, if you go on lynnhappens.com, you'll be able to see that subcommittee. But I know I speak on behalf of Councilor Barton and Councilor Lozey and the rest of the city council. The two young ladies were just fantastic in their messaging. And I think you're right. I think our entire anti-tobacco policy in Lynn is because of Girls Inc. So keep the good policies coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
License committee?
Councilor Trahan.
Motion unanimous vote of the committee, motion to accept.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Finance committee, we have several that they've requested emergencies on. I can read them and you can separate them if you choose. Order that the city controller be and is hereby authorized to appropriate from free cash the sum of $615,000.00 to the account of DPW sanitation to fund services for the remainder of fiscal year 13. Order that the city controller be and is hereby authorized to take the following actions: transfer from the account of reserve fund to the account of veterans payroll $3,523, from the account of reserve fund to the account of election payroll and city clerk's office $8,500, from the account of reserve fund to the account of care of dogs $2,500, from the account of police tuition reimbursement to the account of unpaid bills of prior years $1,189.97. Certifies an available fund the amount of $295,388.00 as allotted to the City of Lynn Fire Department by Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Department of Homeland Security to fund fire prevention personnel costs and supplies used to educate the public on the importance of fire safety. This grant has no match requirement. Grant period is 4/15/13 to 4/14/14. Certified an available fund the amount of $316,350.00 is allotted to the City of Lynn Fire Department by Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Department of Homeland Security to fund Scott Bottles Analysis Face Masks and a new filling station. This grant has a match requirement, and our obligation is 20% of the grant award, which is $63,270. Grant period is 5/1/13 to 4/30/14.
Councilor Seer.
Motion was unanimous by committee, motion to approve. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Cahill?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Capano? Absent Counsel Calucci? Absent Counsel Creighton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Seer?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Ford?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Lozey?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Phelan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Trahan?
Yes.
Yes. 9 yes.
Motion for emergency on those?
Motion made and seconded. Roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Cahill?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Capano? Absent Counsel Calucci? Absent Counsel Creighton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Seer?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Ford? Yes. Counsel Lozey?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Phelan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Trahan?
Yes.
Yes. 9 yes. And under new business, we need a motion to set down a public hearing for the fiscal year 14 budget.
Motion to set down a public hearing for the budget. Do we have a date? June 11th. 18th, okay. Proper motion we set down a public hearing on the FY14 FY14 budget on June 18th. Council Seer, motion made, seconded, discussion, roll call.
Council Barton?
Yes.
Yes, Council Cahill?
Yes.
Yes, Council Capano, absent Council Calucci, absent Council Creighton?
Yes.
Yes, Council Seer?
Yes.
Yes, Council Ford?
Yes.
Yes, Council Lozey?
Yes.
Yes, Council Net?
Yes.
Yes, Council Phelan?
Yes.
Yes, Council Trahan? Yes, 9 yes.
Any other new business?